Touch YouTube. And the bun.
Realizes that the mithril turtle shell is extremely tough, just as expected. Facing the strength of the enemy, he decides to change his approach to confront the monster more efficiently. Balamus uses magic to lift the ground and force the turtle to turn over, exposing its belly, which is its weak spot. Seizing the opportunity, he prepares his final attack with precision. Balamus defeats the mithril turtle and confidently continues through the forest, thinking that he will reach the human city faster than he expected. However, suddenly, something makes him stop, sensing a potential new danger. As he crosses the forest, Balamus realizes he forgot an important detail. He doesn't have money to buy clothes in the city. Thoughtful, he looks at the crystals left over from the mithril turtle and starts getting an idea. Balamus arrives at the city, transporting the crystals with magic, and asks a guard where he could exchange them for money. Intrigued by the magical method he uses, the adults approach, curious to know what he intends to sell. Confidently, Balamus shows the huge crystals and the spines he brought from the monsters, surprising everyone around with the value and rarity of what he plans to sell. The child arrives at a sturdy shop decorated with parts of monsters, asking if he can sell materials there. The clerk confirms that he can, but upon seeing him, is surprised that he is just a boy. He comments that this is not a place for children. The boy, confused, realizes there is no one else nearby. The boy shows a curious object to the clerk, asking him to evaluate it. Impatient, the man tries to dismiss it, thinking it's just a strange toy. However, when the boy activates a magic with threads, the clerk realizes that it's not something ordinary. While the boy continues manipulating the spell, large crystals appear, catching the attention of everyone. The clerk is shocked to see the materials. Parts of a mithril turtle and a spiked snake, extremely difficult creatures to defeat. He can't believe the boy managed this alone. Trying to avoid confusion, the boy lies, saying he only brought the items at the request of an acquaintance. Impressed, the clerk thinks if he can really pay that amount. Offended, the man quickly brings a large sack of gold. Suspicious because he is alone and poorly dressed, asks about his parents and warns that they don't sell. Asks for several common clothes, both for men and women, for different ages, surprising the saleswoman even more. As he walks through the city, the boy thinks about staying a few days to buy everything he needs, including seeds for farming and weapons for the village. Even after so many purchases, he realizes that he still has plenty of money, and excited decides it wouldn't hurt to spend a little on something more fun. A few days later, in the village, a fight breaks out between some young people. One of them, angry, calls the elder demand begins to shake, and the walls collapse. He doesn't want to break the promise he made to Lord Balamus to protect that place. Balbra emotionally recalls that Balamus always treated them with respect, regardless of their species. Owning up to his own mistakes and fears, he shouts to everyone, saying that even though he is the most cowardly among them, he is willing to fight. If he can face his fear, then the others should also have the courage. Filled with courage, Balbra challenges the other orcs, saying that if they aren't going to fight, they don't deserve to be called orcs. Determined, he heads off alone to face the Cyclops, leaving the others paralyzed and shocked by his actions. Inspired by Balbra's courage, the other orcs decide to fight too. One by one, they arm themselves and advance with him, shouting with determination to protect the village that now belongs to them as well. Balbra taunts the Cyclops, challenging it to a fight. With the other orcs, he orders everyone to attack the creature's legs, striking with force to try and bring it down and gain an advantage. The Cyclops reacts violently, stomping the ground and throwing several orcs away with the impact. Even wounded and gasping for breath, Balbra and his companions quickly get back up, determined, stating that the attack was not enough to defeat them. The Cyclops tries to crush Balbra and the orcs with a brutal blow. They struggle to hold off the attack, but Balbara feels they won't last much longer, trembling under the creature's overwhelming strength. Suddenly, an explosion of power hits the Cyclops, causing the creature to recoil in shock. Balbara and the other orcs are confused, unsure where the attack came from, but they realize that something powerful has come to aid them. The girls from the village appear, combining their magical powers to attack the Cyclops. With glowing magic circles in their hands, they call on everyone to fight together and bring the monster down, surprising and moving Balbara. While the desperate villagers run, declaring that the village is lost, Alessa ignores the chaos around her. Even being called to flee, she stops for a moment, noticing a strange sound. Following her instincts, she runs toward a corner, determined to discover what was happening. Her focused gaze indicates that she has found something important. Alessa finds a group of orcs armed with improvised weapons, ready to fight for the village with courage. Seeing this scene, she is surprised and feels ashamed for thinking they would flee. Realizing that she had underestimated their determination, realizing that the cowards were them, Alessa decides to act. She calls on magic to support the orcs in battle, encouraging the others to join and help as well. With the help of the mages, the orcs gain momentum and charge forward with full force against the enemy. Led by their newly found courage, they attack while Alessa and the others cast spells to support them in the battle. Even with magical support, the battle complicates due to the size of the enemy. Alessa and the others realize that if they continue like this, they'll run out of energy. Thinking about what Belamus would do, Alessa gets an idea to turn the tide of the fight. Alessa uses a light spell to blind the enemy, creating an opening. Seizing the opportunity, she orders everyone to focus their attacks on the monster's head to finish the fight quickly. With everyone focusing their attacks on the head, the giant monster eventually collapses to the ground. Alessa and the others celebrate, seeing that they have finally brought down the threat. The orcs take advantage of the monster's fall, and with strong coordinated blows, they attack mercilessly to protect their village, showing that they wouldn't accept being defeated so easily. The monster, despite trying to resist, is completely crushed by the combined strength of the orcs. With a final roar, it crashes to the ground, ending the battle and securing the village's victory. Exhausted but victorious, the orcs celebrate atop the monster's defeated body. Alessa and the others also celebrate, relieved and happy to have protected the village together. After the battle, the villagers apologize to the orcs for doubting them. They acknowledge that the orcs are an important part of the village. In response, the orc leader says they don't need to thank them, as protecting the village was also their home. The orcs praise the magic of the villagers, admitting that they don't feel as strong as they seem. In response, the villagers recognize the orcs' strength and say that together, the village is safe. The village chief reinforces that the victory was only possible due to the unity of both sides. Now united, the villagers and orcs decide to live together in peace and cooperation, building a better future for everyone within the village. The next day, Belamus returns to the village, welcomed by the village, which is truly united. Belamus, surprised, asks why everyone is getting along so well. The girl explains that after a great battle against a monster, goblins and orcs united to protect the village, and since then, have lived in peace. Belamus distributes clothes for everyone to choose from, exciting the village. Even though they find it strange to wear human clothes, the orcs and goblins end up enjoying the novelty and celebrate together, showing even more their new unity. Wearing new clothes, Alessa and the girl proudly show off their outfits. The atmosphere in the village is cheerful, with everyone having fun in this new phase of coexistence. Belamus praises the girls for their new outfits, but needs to explain to the orcs that, for now, there are no clothes their size. Still, he promises to make clothes for them in the future, making everyone excited about the new life in the village. As the village celebrates peace, a dark threat watches from afar. Vowing revenge, the creature promises to turn the village into a hell within a year, preparing the next great challenge for everyone. On the new day, the girl uses magic to create rain and water in the village's crops. While working excitedly, she notices some orcs observing the scene, seemingly commenting to each other. Della Rosa sees Belamus organizing an expedition to retrieve a material called photocalcite from a cave full of monsters. She offers to help, but Belamus refuses, explaining that it is dangerous and that he is already bringing prepared people for the mission. Della Rosa insists, saying that she is strong and wants to help, but Belamus refuses again, reminding her that she is still just a child. Then Della Rosa's mother intervenes, allowing her to go along. leaving Bilemus confused. Delarosa's mother praises her daughter's effort and dedication in training, recalling that she fought bravely against the Cyclops. Convinced by her words, Bilemus finally agrees to take Delarosa on the mission to the northeastern cave. Upon entering the cave, Bilemus tells the group to stop, warning that there are dark rabbits ahead. Despite the creature's scary appearance, he explains that they are not a big threat, and asks everyone to stay calm to defeat them. The orcs easily face the dark rabbits, and Delarosa stands out, launching a powerful fireball that incinerates several enemies at once, showing all...
Come on. Go down here. Rồi lên máy không rồi còn một window. Well, I will see you in 2 years when we are back at the school. See you then. Yes, they said a year after we have to survive a year here. So, you know, by then I will be at school. So yeah, see you in a year. I mean, see you in 2 years.